my name is Mrs. Thayer and I'm the library intern. Today I'm going to be showing you how to use ETC Portal for Mrs. Cherry's research project that you're all working on. Before we get started, I want to briefly go over the difference between doing a website, Google search, and using a database. So when you search on a website, it just pulls information from all over the internet that you'll then have to actually go into each website that it pulls up for you to see, one, if the information is relevant, and two, is it a trusted resource. Um, the internet, especially Google searches, are highly market driven. So say you wanted to, I'll just show you an example. If you're wanting to look up the Amazon, so I meant the Amazon as in Amazon rainforests, and it pulled up Amazon.com and then a bunch of information having to do with Amazon.com. Even down here at the bottom with searches related to Amazon, all of these have to do with Amazon.com. None of them have to do with Amazon rainforests. So that's just an example that I would have to be even more specific. See, look at all of the suggestions up here. Still, none of them have to do with rainforests. So I'll go ahead and type that. And now I get information, but that's just a really prime example of I typed in the Amazon, but Google's kind of market driven. So its first inclination was to show something that can make money in like a business rather than the Amazon rainforest. And even when I get these results, I'm still gonna have to go into each one of them and make sure that it's legitimate information. So we can go ahead and close this out. And a database, so that shows information about a Google search. A database is a system that you subscribe to, and it's curated, professional, academic information. So you know that it's information that can be trusted because a lot of people have reviewed it before it's been put on there. And databases have information that you cannot access on the general web. And particularly this is because a database is paid for. So it has more professional information. So we can log in. This is ETC Portal. If you if you are unsure how to access it, you can type in etcportal.org. Sometimes though, that brings up other random things and it's not this actual page. So if you can't find this actual page, you can go to the high school website. That's the Unified District website. So let's go to the high school. Under Student Life, you can go to Library. Then under Links, you can click More Information. And then there's the portal. And it looks like I'm still logged in, but that just shows you how to get to the portal. So let's go back to the main page. In your username, you can go ahead and log in. The username is AHS, and the password is Greyhounds. So now we're on like the main page of ETC Portal for the high school, and on the left-hand side it says content type, so what you're looking for, like primary resources, media, research, and then over here is subjects, like are you looking for English literature, science information, maybe history information. This is a research project and it's based on whatever topic you're choosing, so we're going to go ahead and go into the research tool. Then we're going to scroll down, and for this project, we're going to use the database Gale Power Search. So click on that. This is the main page of Gale Power Search, and this database is a really great tool to find information from magazines, journals, newspapers, etc. And here's actually the description of what this database could be used for. But if there's any kind of question whether what the actual difference between magazines and journals, they seem really similar, but they're really different. So I just want to briefly explain what the difference is there. Magazines are used more for entertainment, and journals, particularly peer-reviewed journals, are more for scholarly and professional information and academic information. So it's just kind of different based on what you want to look for. When I say peer-reviewed articles and peer-reviewed journals, what that means is before the article is published in the journal, it's reviewed by other experts in the field to validate the information and make sure that you're getting the best information possible, and then it's published. So through Gale Power Search, you can do a basic search, you can do an advanced search. I prefer advanced search, so we're going to click on that. Before we do the search, make sure that you have it checked for full text documents. You do not want just an abstract, and you don't want just a summary of the article. You want the actual full article. We're also going to be marking peer-reviewed journals because Ms. Cherry wants you to focus on those for this research project. And then you can go up here and put in your keywords for your topic. So I'm going to choose a pretty broad topic. I'm going to do climate change as my keywords and search for that. And you can see that the results rendered are from academic journals. There's over 11,000 results, so there should be quite a bit of information for me to look at. They are full text documents. They are peer reviewed. You can also see that here that they're full text article, full text article. That's exactly what we're looking for. Other brief information you might look at is the location of this article in the journal. It was on page 31, so that could be good for your citation. Word count, this is how long the article is. When it was published, 2016, so this is really recent information. Over here on the right, content types, this is showing what type of information is being listed. It's all from academic journals. There's news, there's image. If we were to unclick peer-reviewed journals, you could also see resources from books, videos, audio, magazines. So that's really great that you have access to all these through this database, but for this, we're just going to focus on peer-reviewed journals. So before you print anything out, make sure to click into it and scroll through because you want to see how long it is. The reason for that is before you print something, you don't want to think that it's short and then, whoops, your printer is printing 20 pages. That also means that you've now committed to reading through 20 pages of material. If that's not exactly what you're looking for, then you might want to just scan through this and kind of see if you even want to use this article. When you are doing keyword searches for your topic, you never want to do it just once. You want to do it maybe 3 or 4 times so that you get a wide array of results. If you are having difficulty thinking of keywords and key terms that have to do with your topic, there's a tool on this database that can help you. So if you go back up here to Power Search, this brings you back to the main page, and then go down here to the bottom and click on Topic Finder. Topic Finder shows you a wheel. It's like a fun Wheel of Fortune wheel that has keywords on it. And what you do is you can put in your keywords for your topic. So I'm going to use the same keywords I did before because now I'm trying to think of what are some other keywords I can use. I'll hit search. The Topic Finder has now created a personalized, individualized wheel here that has to do with my topic, climate change. And this shows that there are a bunch of different avenues that you can explore within the broad topic of climate change. So maybe you're thinking about climate change, but what you really meant was, oh, I want to understand the effect of global warming on climate change, and then even more specifically, carbon within global warming for climate change. There's also energy, air pollution. So it just gives you different ideas, and then it gets even more specific as you go along the wheel. So if you actually click on one of these, say I click on global warming. Okay, so it's showing you there's 68 results for global warming. It shows you the article title, some brief information about the article, and then my favorite part is in these brackets, it shows you topics that are explored within that article, such as climate change, greenhouse effect, hydrology, and this is at the National Taiwan University. I'm assuming that's where the research took place. These topics are really important because it's really difficult once you have opened up an article thinking it's going to be relevant to what you're studying, and you get halfway through and realize the information is not anything that you were even looking for and it has nothing to do with the topic that you were wanting. So these are good things to keep in mind. However, this right hand results, bar that pops up, it doesn't necessarily mean that it was auto filtered for only the academic journals. So while these resources might be helpful, it might not be the type of resource that Miss Cherry is wanting you to use. So I would highly recommend using this wheel as a reference point and then using these terms as some keywords that you could go back up and plug into the advanced search. And before we do that, if you don't like the format of this, you can go ahead and also, I'm going to try and unclick that. If you don't like the format of the wheel, you can click on tiles and it gives you the same information but just kind of in a different design. So this might be helpful to you if maybe the wheel was confusing. So I'm going to go back up here to advanced search and I'm going to use one of the keyword topics that the wheel suggested. I'm going to use air pollution, and I'm going to make sure full text documents and peer-reviewed journals is checked, and I'm going to search. So now it gives me academic journals, full text, peer-reviewed, articles. There's 3,000 results. That's really great. But maybe I wanted to look at air pollution, but I don't want information on gas emissions. So I can now look for air pollution, but not gas emissions, and I can search that, and it gives me different results. Maybe I wanted air pollution and gas emissions, or gas emissions. This little tool here on the side can help you narrow even more your keywords so that you can focus on exactly what you're looking for. And that's all I have. Thank you.